Hola, rookies! Welcome back to our channel, where we try to explain finance in the simplest way possible. Can you believe we are already diving into Module 5? Today, we're tackling the wild world of financial forecasting. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Imagine predicting how many times you'll have pizza for dinner this week. Basically, the same thing, but with money. If forecasting pizza is easy for you, then forecasting finances is practically a walk in the park. Got your calculator? Good. Vamonos. So, let's kick things off with a little story. Imagine you're running a lemonade stand. You want to know how much money you're going to make next week, right? But you don't have a crystal ball. Or do you? That's what financial forecasting is. Kind of like using your past lemonade sales to predict how many cups you'll sell next week, but without the magic and with a lot more math. Before we dive into predictions, let's talk about your financial statements. If you just said, financial what? Go watch our Module 2 video. Your financial statements are like your lemonade stand's diary, income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. Think of them as your cheat sheets to knowing where your lemonade money went. Here's the scoop. Your income statement tells you if your lemonade stand is making money or if you're just running around in circles with a cup of lemonade. The balance sheet is like your report card, how much you owe and what you own. And the cash flow statement is, well, where the money's flowing to, hopefully into your wallet and not your neighbor's garden hose. Now let's get into sales. Picture this. You're out selling lemonade and you notice every time your buddy Timmy buys a cup, the line at your stand gets longer. That's sales in action. But here's the kicker. Forecasting those sales is the key. Look at last week's numbers. How many cups did you sell on hot days? On rainy days? What if you add a lemonade unicorn straw to your menu next week? These sales are the foundation of your forecast. To make these predictions even smarter, machine learning can help forecast better. It's like using a robot to look at your past sales and predict how many cups you'll sell next summer by using patterns you might not even notice. In fact, machine learning has been a game changer in finance, allowing us to make even better predictions with fewer mistakes. Just imagine your lemonade stand predicting the weather so you know when to set up your stand. Okay, time to pull out your historical data. Don't worry, Marty McFly. You don't need a time machine. All you need are past sales. Just like how you know you eat pizza on Fridays. Because duh, your past sales can help predict future sales. If you sold a lot of lemonade last summer, you can probably guess you'll sell even more this summer. But keep your eyes peeled. Things change. Maybe this summer it's so hot that you'll be selling lemonade to your neighbors and their cats. Who knows? And let's not forget the critical part of your forecast, working capital management. If you're spending too much on lemons now and not planning for next week's higher demand, you might run out of cash. Keeping track of your capital and balancing your spending is key. Otherwise, you could end up with lots of lemonade but no money to buy more lemons. Believe me, it happens. I've seen it in the cookie industry. One minute you're swimming in dough, the next you're out of cookies and cash. It's a real crumbly situation. Now let's talk about creating your forecasted financial statements. This is where the fun happens. Take your historical sales data and plug it into your forecast, like predicting how much you'll make if you sell lemonade at Timmy's birthday bash next weekend. You know, the party where Timmy's friends will drink more lemonade than any human ever should. And if you know your average sales per day, you can forecast your income and plan out your expenses, like buying more lemons or maybe bribing Timmy's parents with free lemonade to make sure you get the prime spot near the snack table. Here's a cool little finance hack, trade credit. Picture this. Your lemonade supplier lets you borrow 20 lemons today, and you pay them back next week. This is trade credit. It's like a friendly IOU. You get the lemons, make lemonade, sell it, and then you pay back your supplier, as long as you don't get caught in a lemonade scandal. It's like borrowing your friend's homework, except you actually have to do the work and pay back on time. But hey, it keeps you in business without having to spend all your money up front. All right, let's wrap this up. By the end of this module, you should be able to 1. Understand your financial statements and use them like a map. 2. Know how to forecast your sales using past data. 3. Create forecasted financial statements that'll make your lemonade stand look like a Fortune 500 company. 4. And finally, use trade credit like a pro to keep your business running smoothly. 5. And of course, know when to throw in an extra lemon to keep your customers coming back for more. Because sometimes it's not just about the numbers, it's about that zing of customer satisfaction. See, forecasting doesn't have to be scary. It's like predicting how many socks will disappear in the laundry, except this time you can actually plan for it with numbers. Now go ahead and start forecasting your lemonade empire, or whatever business you're into. And as always, remember to subscribe for more finance tips, tricks, silly jokes, and tips to create an empire. See you next time. Adios.